Hello everyone, welcome to Outdoor Fun and Craft Art Collectibles YouTube channel. Both are run by me and the wife here. So if you haven't seen anything from Outdoor Fun because you're on Craft Art Collectibles, go check it out. This one will be on both. So in this video we're going to talk about some geodes that I cut. We're going to show them off. I spent about 3 hours the other day cutting some geodes and they are fabulous, so check them out. Let me come around the camera here. I'm going to pull them up close. Let me get a close look at them here. So yeah, we got some things going on with the stones. I got some polished stones we're working with. Let me adjust this just a hair here. Alright. I'm going to come over here. This one's about, it's bigger than my hand almost. It's pretty good size. It's about 6 inches across. Oh, look at that. Just amazing. Now we're going to be doing some other things with these geodes. We got so many of them. Do need to get rid of some of them. So if you're interested in some geodes, let us know. I will be putting them on. This is the other side of it. Now this will take forever if I just sit here and show 30 of them off. So what I'm going to probably do is collapse this and go from one to the other, because you can see I have a bunch. There's a bunch here. So yeah, let me go ahead and take this off here. We're going to go to each one here. And these are just amazing. Now I'm trying to figure out how to get this stuff polished. I broke out my bench grinder and started grinding on some pieces. Some of you may have caught the video where I started working on a piece of tiger's eye, or is it cat's eye? Is it tiger or cat's eye?
It's tiger's eye.
Tiger's eye. I turned it into a heart. Hand that one to me, honey. I'll go ahead and show it off. Alright, so I'm in the middle of polishing this. And it was just a hunk of rock. I ground it down. And like I said, I'm trying to put that polish on there. Polish it out. But yeah. That's just one of them. I made several hearts. I made a blue one. Oh, this one's nice. Let's get this one over here by the light here. It's a good sized crystal. Now, some of these have to be worked on. Some of this stuff has got to be taken out, and it can be used on, I guess, other jewelry. That's not my department. That's the wife's department. But yeah, multi-chambered geodes. Now these have pretty much all been cleaned. Look at all that sparkle. It's crazy. I'm getting ready to go out there. I have carpal tunnel, so my hands are swollen pretty good. So the wife's going to be doing some geode cutting. Oh my God, look at that. That's just crazy. You know, I wish I could actually, let me move my lighting here. I wish I could actually find some blues and greens, but I'll just take what I can get for now, you know. What am I saying? We go down there, there's a million of these things. They're everywhere. You find the right creeks, you'll find stuff like this everywhere. Different shapes, different forms. That was a huge flat one there. Now these haven't had anything done with them. They're just freshly cut. Look at all those. Oh, look at Mr. I don't know what you want to call him. Look at that. He's going into another realm there. He was up here messing around with everything. He's one of those cats that pushes stuff off the counter.
Just watch it fall to the floor.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? We were, you know, the program we were just watching in there? We were just watching a, look at the crystals in there. Now I'm gonna actually cut that about 4 inches back in there and knock off the back end so you can see all the way through it. Look at that. That's crazy. Tip them back for me, honey.
These ones?
Yeah. Yeah, look at that craziness. Now, I would say all the ones that we found have all been found within probably an eighth of a mile piece of creek.
Did you do this one?
Yeah. Tell you what, just crazy. You know, my wet's out. I have some big ones out there, some big geodes. My wet's out only cuts such a big geode. I mean, to go through this one here, I had to work it pretty good. As you can see, the blade wanted to keep turning off. You know, it depends on how hard the stone is. So yeah, but I'll tell you, you know, it's hard to pick a favorite. And these are just, this is just a batch that I just cut. Oh, somebody sees somebody outside. See what I'm saying? He's not supposed to be on the counter anyway.
Birds.
Bird. So yeah.
I think most of these.
Oh yeah. All right. So
I think most of them came from like this one.
let's go ahead and I got the box over here. Let's start on this corner, honey, and we'll start boxing it, putting these together here. And I am going to break out some other stuff here. So yeah, let me go ahead and pause it and get these off the counter. Oh, just can't stop looking at it. I feel like I'm missing the one that looks like slushy. Is that this one? All right, so none of these are wet either. So when they get wet, they really gleam. I mean, just sparkling everywhere. Crazy.
That's one of the few that turned out a bluish color.
So yeah, we're just gonna double them back up. I'm gonna be making some shells. Oh, that's right. We'll be back to show you the crystals that we pulled out of some of these. So yeah, that's an overview. This is just one batch.
I think this was actually the recent one. When we took Kimmy and...
No. I already cut.
No?
Well, some of them. Some of these are from the... I want to show you this. This is just half one. Now, this thing probably weighs... oh, close to 10 pounds. Now, I got an idea to... cut it flat, cut it down the center, and turn them into bookends. Right there. Cut that bottom part off, right there, flat. Cut it right up the center. Polish both ends. And yeah, there you go. That's heavy. Oh, gosh.
Probably one of the biggest ones you've actually cut.
All right, we'll be back. Let's get these boxed up. We'll be back. All right, we got several different things to go over on the table here. Stuff that I've ground down myself from stone we have, to include what they gave us. Some of this stuff. The hearts. These right here are stones that we tumbled already with Sarah's tumbler. We got more than this to tumble. But yeah, these were already pretty smooth, okay? They're really smooth now. We bypassed a huge, actually two week-long processes by picking stones that were already semi-polished. Now, the wife actually just went out to the shop to get the ones that they gave us, to include some of the other ones. I got some real nice stones here. Now, I'm going to show some of these ones here. Now, you can see down inside there. All different kinds of stone. All different kinds, colors, everything. If you want to, you can go ahead and put them on the tray. Here's a tray. I'm going to bring them down closer into here. Actually, what I want to do is I picked a lot of these stones out for her to tumble, because you can actually see through them. They're crystal. Now, so when you hold that up to the light, you can see right through it. Let's see here. This is another one. All right, I'm going to pull over my lighting system here and give you a better view of what is going on. Let me see if I can tip it over just right. Hopefully it doesn't blind the camera. So yeah, as you can see right through it. It's one of the reasons why I picked it. Okay, so it's kind of blinding if you don't use it, though, that's for sure. Here's another one. Now, it's still got a little bit of water on it, I think. Let's see what it looks like. Hopefully this ain't too blinding. Oh, that's the key to have it real close up here. So yeah, you can see through. So a lot of these are see-through. Okay. Yeah, they're just... nice to be able to see through them. I don't know. I like it. I got a bunch of them. What's in there? Looks like there's something in there. Huh. Have to take a closer look. But yeah, all right, so these stones right here, they're ready for polishing. We skipped the first 2 weeks and went straight to the third week. All right, so where's the bucket? Oh, where's that?
Oh,
With the rocks in it.
you told me to put them on the tray, I thought.
Oh, okay. Well, you're pointing out. I'm still looking for the coffee container. So you can see that's kind of what they look like. Just rough, jagged stone. Rough, jagged stone. And you're supposed to tumble that from the start. Well, all right, so here's some of the stones that we chose not to. And you can see how polished this one's already. It's already polished. But we'll still run it through a third week, the third process, and then polishing. And I got to do a little more investigating on the final polishing, because there's some things that we can do. And you can see how small some of these pieces are. They're just little tiny things. Okay? Now here's a plate that I had already started messing with. This is one of the stones that is just like this one, basically. And you can see what I did with it. I turned it into a heart. So let's take a look at it. It actually looks like a heart, don't it? Yeah, go ahead and say yeah. You know you want to. So yeah. Broke out the bench grinder. Now I've never done any sculpting with stone. I've set a lot of tile and natural stone, so much. And I've had to put together some pieces that were just crazy. I put this tile countertop in here. It's one of the best things. You can come right over here with a pan, put it right on the table. Anything hot, doesn't matter. Use it as a cutting board. All right, so again, here's some of the rougher stones that I had started working on yesterday. This one actually got broke, and I won't say why, kids, but we'll go ahead and show these other pieces. We'll push that one off the side, since I worked on it for like a half an hour to get it to a point where I could turn it into a heart. But I won't keep harping about it. All right, so this was just a piece that I'm working on. I actually have another piece of video of this one being worked on from the start. I wanted to turn it into a heart, and that's kind of what I did. Got to do a little bit more shaping with the Dremel now. This is what I got with the bench grinder. And let me get it wet. So you can really see what it's going to look like when it gets polished. Let's zoom in on that. My big finger's in the way, it's kind of hard to see it. Yeah. Look at this tiger's eye. Wet. Now, this is what it's supposed to look like when it's done. Wet like that. Bring the lighting back in here a little bit closer. Needs a little more polish. This was just a hunk of crystal. Oops. It happens. This is just a hunk of crystal that I shaped. It was rough. It's got more work to do, but you can see it. It's shimmer. Now, here's another piece of cat's eye. This is actually something, our tiger's eye. I'm sorry. I think she gave me the stink eye there. All right, so this is something she wrapped for me. Real nice. This is actual copper wire that we twist ourselves. I'll do a video on that too, because there's so much custom wire out there in electronics that you have no clue. You can get so much free wire, it's unreal. If you're ever twisting, different colors too. So, I'm going to set that back down here. It needs an end. I wore the end off of it. Let's put this heart back. Now, like I said, this is actually just a piece. I've started working on it. But when I started working on it, I was just using a sharpening stone, which I really needed a grinder for this to start with. I mean, I'll use my bench grinder to get that to where it is. This piece was real big, but it was broke at this end. The bottom was pretty much how it was. You can see the patina on this goes up to about right here. You can see where I ground it out. Patina goes up here, comes around, goes back up, comes down. So I took some off the top of this. Came up to about right here. I was like, I can shape that into a heart, can't I? Yeah. Ooh, looks like something else now. Okay. All right, so, yeah. Turned out great. Well, it's not turned out yet, but it will. I have confidence. Now this, I guess it's jade. Let me get it wet.
That's the green adventurine.
Green adventurine. Yes. Now, you can see what I basically did. You don't see the beginning, but it was just a big hunk. And some of these surfaces, actually this was kind of cut square, and it looked like what they did was knocked off a chunk off of it. And I did that with it. Just kind of straighten these pieces up a little bit. But they need polished. Needs polished. I think what they're going to do is turn it into a treasure chest.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Put the bands across here. One here. Some buckles right here. A groove that goes around for the lid. So yeah, we'll see. See what happens. So yeah. This is getting ready to go in. Now I'm going to do another video next week of these, what they look like when they get done. Now there's I didn't even count how many we put in there. There's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, excuse me. Just short of 40, looks like. And I bet you, if I put this one in there, it would polish it. What do you think? If we put that one in there, it's already polished.
Yeah, it's already really smooth.
That's already polished. It's got that patina on it from the creek. But what would you do with it, though? That's the thing. I mean, if you're going to be polishing all these, I mean, this is just a little hobby for Sarah. But we can actually turn this into jewelry, because
you could use it for filler. You know those one lamps that have the empty cavity and they're glass and they're.
Oh yeah, didn't think about that.
Instead of using marbles, you could use this kind of stuff if you wanted to. They sell that in stores.
So many things you can do with it.
You can wrap it and put it on a dream catcher. You could wear it and have it in your windowsill or a cabinet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So smooth. So, I'm going to pull this out of the way. Now, being the third process, we got one more process to do. And then I think there's actually one more that you can do after that. But I have, like I said, I've been so, let's say, occupied with working outside with the garage and stuff. I haven't even been able to paint. I got to go down there and paint some bushes, some water on a water mill. Yeah. So yeah, the wife makes these necklaces. This is black sinew, black twisted sinew, tiger's eye.
Oh, I didn't wrap this one,
But yeah, I got some of this stuff on Etsy. So if you guys haven't been to our Etsy account, it's Craft Art Collectibles. That's it. Craft Art Collectibles. You'll be able to see some of the jewelry that she's made, to include some of the knives that I've made. Now that's another whole video that I'll have to show, because I do make some pretty nice knives. I need to do some more decorating on them. That's for sure. I got to do more engraving. Now, let's get into the crystals that she got out of these here. Now, it was all, honey?
yeah.
It was this stuff right here, right?
That's all from this batch.
All from that batch right there.
All of it.
This is just
That's from the older stuff.
older stuff. And you can see, look at all those crystals.
Of course, this needs separated though, because there's some
Okay.
things in there.
So you can see. Now, this stuff can be used in jewelry too. But got a bunch of it. Now, we were just talking about the boxes that I make. I'm going to make a set of boxes with different size screens, like this stuff, that she can sift through it. She can shake them, and the smaller crystals will fall out. So you'll have the different size crystals. But yeah, look at all that. Actually, you know what? You know, that's one good thing about these paper plates. They're good for showing things on.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at the diamonds. Are there diamonds in there?
Sometimes I think they grow. Well, like the closest thing to a diamond I know is the Herkimer diamond. And those can sometimes be yellow too. It almost kind of looks like citrine. It's in my book.
Then you got these, the smaller ones. Yeah, we'll have to set up a set of screens so you can screen it out, but not until you start doing more jewelry. Well, I have to say that we're both scatterbrained when it comes to our crafts. I try to maintain all right, I'm doing this, that, and the other. I usually got about 10 projects going on at the same time. Okay, so here's the smaller ones that she's separated out. There's some clusters in here too. Let me get up in here. yeah. Now, and then you got these, the bigger ones, and then she's got some cluster stuff here. Cluster stuff. We got some cluster stuff going on here. The hell is it? All right. Oh, did you hear that shoulder pop? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That felt good. All right. So there's a bunch of clusters. But now, once we start, you can poke at them. She's digging. I found one. I got some nice.
and some of them I haven't scrubbed.
So many of these. So many. All right. I say just let them sit on top of there for now. Let them dry out. They'll dry out better.
Well, this one still does. It did have water in it still.
I know we got more crystals than this going around.
Yeah.
I have actually made some of my knife sheaths with the crystals.
Look, there's a crinoid in there.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it. Yeah.
That's mine. Crinoids, too.
All kinds of crystals. Well, you'd think if there was any healing that was going to be done around here, we'd be covered. My back doesn't seem to agree. All right. So, I think we're going to wrap this video up. We're going to be loading them up. We got a little bit more roughing in to do with this before we put them in the polishing stage with the Dremel. There's some other stones that we can use. I am going to be cutting some more geodes this afternoon, actually here in a little bit. Boy, I got all kinds of things going on. Like I said, I'm kind of scatterbrained with projects. I got so many things going on, to include I'm trying to set myself up out in the garage as a shop area, which is going along pretty good. I do have some more things to do, though.
You know what I didn't even think about? You know that stuff that we found in the creek? This
Okay, so
mystery stuff? It's not galena.
all right, so
It looks like galena.
you'll find things inside these geodes. All right. Now I know those of you who have done hunting know that. A lot of people don't, but we found hunks of this. I can't remember what she said it was. Galena?
No. It
No?
looks like galena, but it's not. The closest thing it is to is galena and some kind of unknown calcite crystal.
Okay.
Some kind of...
All right. Well, I'll do another video on some of the stuff that we got outside. We got all kinds of stuff out there. All kinds. So yeah,
Did you hear that red-tailed hawk?
I am going to wrap this video up. Please like, share, and subscribe if you can. Hit that notification bell. All right? You guys have a wonderful afternoon. Come back and see us all, you hear?